This is the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Monday, the 25th of February. I'm Michael Groff. After last week's very wild weather in here where we saw record snows in Flagstaff and Tucson, even heavy snow in parts of the Phoenix metro area. Places like Fountain Hills and Carefree had several inches. Even in Anthem, they had around an inch of snow. Well, this week, more typical late February and early March weather. Temperatures climbing back into the 70s and periods of high clouds. That'll be our only sensible weather to talk about. What about the weather for the weekend? And will we see any more rain or any more crazy conditions around here anytime soon? Let's talk about it. First, let me show you the almanac from Friday here in Phoenix. It was a record cold day, a high temperature of 47 degrees. That's in blue because that was a record cool high for the date. The morning low 38, and we picked up another quarter inch of rain. You see we're well ahead of where we should be. Yesterday in the valley, it was a bit warmer. 64 was the high, 37 the low, but we are still on pace to have the coldest February since 1969. Now, that might get offset over the next couple of days, but still, it's going to be one of the chillier ones in recent history. Outside right now, speaking of chilly, here at 5:50 a.m., we've got mostly clear skies starting out at 43 degrees at Sky Harbor. Dew points at 37, humidity 81%. The winds are light and the barometer is steady. Temperatures around the area this morning, it's in the low and mid 30s in Fort McDowell, Goldfield, the usual cool spots out in the West Valley around Buckeye. Mid and upper 30s, 37 there at last peak, and low and mid 40s here in the urban core. The upper air look across the country, the system that brought the wild weather in here Thursday and Friday, that's now over eastern Canada, but it's bringing very windy conditions to the northeast. Check out the watch warning map. They've got high wind warnings. They're expecting wind gusts up to around 60 miles per hour in places like Hartford and Boston. It's going to be a very windy day. Out here in the west, some winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings through the interior, but that's all well to the north of Arizona. Nothing to speak of around here, and that's how it's going to be for a while. Convective outlook for today, no organized areas of severe weather anywhere across the contiguous United States. And precipitation across the state valid through next Monday morning, coming from the WPC. Rain amounts here in the valley, well, nothing. A little bit of light precip possible over northern Arizona. Much of that may occur this weekend, and we'll detail that now as we check out the models and see what's going on. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. The upper look at 500 millibars, or around 18,000 feet in the atmosphere. Here's a different look for us, a zonal flow in here. And so that's going to mean temperatures pretty close to average. And so down at the surface today, we'll have periods of high clouds. We'll call it partly cloudy today. High temperatures moderating a bit more, back into the mid and upper 60s. Tonight, partly cloudy skies in the early evening. Then we'll turn mostly clear. We'll have lows mainly in the upper 30s to mid 40s. And then tomorrow, a bit warmer. Again, partly sunny skies around. High temperatures should be in the low 70s. Wednesday, the zonal flow continues. Weather systems passing mainly north of Arizona. Partly cloudy skies, highs in the mid, maybe even upper 70s. We'd go somewhere between about 74 and 77 here in the valley for Wednesday, but the warmest desert spots get close to 80. Thursday, we'll back the temps off just a little bit. Highs low to mid 70s as those weather systems continue to pass by. Friday, partly cloudy, low and middle 70s. And then Saturday, a more substantial system moves on to the California coast. Now, again, the main energy and dynamics stay to our north, but a bit more substantial moisture tap takes place here. So I can't rule out at least an isolated shower in the valley sometime Saturday afternoon, Saturday night. So we'll put a 20% chance into the forecast. Better chances of precip over northern Arizona, but even at that, we're not talking about anything heavy. So high temperatures should stay in the low, maybe middle 70s. Sunday, again, partly cloudy skies and low 70s are likely as the zonal flow continues. Here's a week from today. This is Monday, the 4th of March. Pretty deep low there over Manitoba and cold air and unsettled conditions for the northern plains states. But here we are dry with just some high clouds, high temperatures, likely upper 60s and low 70s. It's about 10 days to the end of the period. This is Wednesday, the 6th of March. A flat ridge over Mexico, more or less a zonal flow in here. So other than some periods of high clouds, we will stay rather dry with temperatures going back once again ever so slightly above average, likely in the mid or maybe upper 70s. Let's check out the temperatures through the period coming off of the GFS ensemble and look at that. Highs most every day in the 70s, lows primarily in the 50s. Of course, the cold spots will be down in the 40s, and that looks like typical late February, early March kind of weather around here. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here tomorrow morning. If you like our videos, be sure to subscribe so that whenever we post a brand new one, you'll get the notifications. And your comments, questions, and suggestions are always encouraged as well. Be safe out there. Thank you so much for watching, and you guys have yourselves a fantastic Monday.